up, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. It's Monica Lauren, and today this is my first time doing a video like this, but today I'm gonna do a story time how I went to jail. Yes, y'all, I went to jail. I'm gonna tell you how I went down and what happened and how I went to jail. I can't believe I actually went to jail. Still to this day, almost a year later, I can't believe that I really went to jail and I was in that place, that dirty place. Let me get started about what happened when I went to jail. Okay, so we're gonna start with the day before I actually went to jail, which lead up to me going to jail. Okay, so my baby daddy sent me to court because he trying to get custody of the kids. So speaking of that, okay, so we go to court, we go the first day, and like we're talking about, you know, of his custody, like whether he's gonna get them or not, stuff like that. So we came up to agreement. He gets them every Wednesday, and then he gets them every Wednesday and then every other 2 weeks. Yeah, we handled that the same day or whatever. So the next day we have to come back because we have to finalize the court. So we have to get actual paperwork of the dates and stuff of him having the kids or whatever. So it's me and my mom. So my mom takes me to court. I have videos on my phone of me actually like walking to the court. It's usually when we have to go to a court, it's a train. But the train was there. So we have to go walk down this thing and go over this bridge, thinking we have to go over this bridge. So I recorded that too on my phone. I'll put it up on my screen somewhere up on here. Okay, so we're going to the court. My mama sat right next to him for some reason, don't understand why. So my mama sat next to him. She was in the middle, he was on the right, I was on the left. My mama just started going at him. Oh yeah, you're a deadbeat. You're a deadbeat, blah 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 blah. You're trying to get the kid to get back at Monica or whatever. So they started going at it. He started talking shit. My mama started talking shit to him. They started getting loud, and to the point that security had to come and they had to get him. So security comes because they being hella loud in the courtroom. Mind you, y'all, we're in the courtroom. Police and stuff. Yes, we're in the courtroom. So the policeman comes out. My mom has to leave because she's being too loud. So she leaves, right? And so it's just me and him. So he's right here. My mama goes to that seat is empty and it's him. So he started talking shit to me. Blah, blah, blah. You're not a good mother. Blah, blah. Matter of fact, I'm a good ass mother. He's like, you're not a good mother. Blah, blah. You don't let me see my kids. He started talking about me being a mother. Mind you, I buy my kids clothes, whatever my kids need, I buy them. He doesn't buy them shit. I does that. So he doesn't call me a bad mother and all that stuff. Let's just say I'm right here. I'm pointing this way, talking shit to him, and he's sitting that way talking shit to me. So I'm like, oh yeah, you need to shut the fuck up talking to me. I don't want to hear that shit. So we going back and forth. I don't know what triggered me to hit him, but I had hit him. I don't forgot what he said, but he said something disrespectful for me to hit him. So I'm standing like this way talking shit to him. Let you know, my hands just go boom, and I socked him in like right here, but it was on his side. So it was like by his cheek and his chin. Tell me why. So he gets up talking about they got cameras in here, they seen that, blah blah. Next you know, a little bit later they call his name into the courtroom because they haven't called our names yet. We were still sitting down. So they call his name in the courtroom. This nigga tell the police that I hit him. I'm like, what? So they call his name first, and he going in first. I'm still sitting down waiting for my name to be called. So they call his name in there, and then I guess he told the police whatever he had to say. I don't know, like he was scared for his life or something like that. So then he goes in there, he tells the police about whatever. A couple minutes later, the police comes, they get me, I can't call my name, and then he had pulled me to the side. He was like, he wanted to talk to me. So I was like, okay. He was like, well, he told me that you hit him and he wanna file a report or something like that. And I was like, what? Let you know, he was like, you cannot leave the courtroom. We gonna put you under arrest. Next thing you know, I then started bawling and crying because first of all, I never went to jail before. So when he told me that, I just started bawling. I would have never thought my baby daddy would send me to jail, y'all. Like, come on. So the police telling me, oh yeah, you could not leave the court. You have to stay here because you're gonna go to jail. So I'm just sitting there crying and stuff. And he told me to go sit down. So I sit down in the back until they actually call her name up there in front of the court. So I'm just sitting right there. I told sit down, and I guess like the police went to go back to talk to him. No, I think the police went to go talk to him, and he was like, I guess he want to file charges against me. Yeah, that's what police said. Yes, and then but the police was trying not to. I guess the person that that my baby daddy told, he went to go tell the head person or whatever, but then he was like he wanted to stop. The police officer didn't want to send me to jail, but he didn't have no choice because the head person said I had to go to jail or whatever. So they call her name up forever to go on the to the court. So we sitting up there, right? The fucking the judge, she was a bitch. She got on my nerves. They called us up there. The judge talking to us over. I guess the judge knew that I hit him and I was going to jail. That's why she was being such a bitch to me or whatever. And she was like, because my baby daddy, when you get my baby daddy did not serve me. There was paperwork left on my door. You cannot do that. No, they left it at my door. Whoever did it left it at my door. And mind you, y'all, we have cameras, but you can't see on our cameras that they came. So they had to jump over our fence back there and hide and put it on our door. So the judge, I guess the judge figured out that he didn't actually give me the paper, but she didn't care because she was a bitch to me. So she was asking me all kind of questions, and then I don't know, y'all, I was already irritated and crying and everything, so I just went along with everything. We getting a copy, like the copy of the paperwork of when he's supposed to get the kids, like the date and stuff. So he was supposed to get them that weekend. Court is over or whatever. They let him go. And mind you guys, I have to stay there because I'm being arrested. So right when he leaves, I have to stay right there. I guess the officer was filling out paperwork, and then they came, they stand me up, put me in handcuffs. That's how I know it was real, when I was in handcuffs, and that just made me bawl even more. It was embarrassing, y'all, but people staring at me and stuff. So yeah, so mind you, they put me in handcuffs. I'm sitting down at the court. I think I was sitting down in front of the judge. So the officer filling out paperwork, he finally comes and get me, and he takes me to this another place. I guess they wouldn't have to fill out more paperwork. I don't know why the heck you gotta fill out all this paperwork to go to jail, but it was a lot of paperwork. So they sent me to this place. The officer sent me to this place, took me to this place, and I was sitting down on a little bench. I was cussing and everything, y'all. In my head, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'ma kill this nigga when I see him. Because I was mad. I was mad as fuck. So, they got me in my handcuffs. He took me to this other place. I'm sitting on the bench. They filling out paperwork and stuff. So, after we got done filling out the paperwork, they sent me, it's like a Helden thing down there, too, where they put your handcuffs and you have to sit down there. Mind you, I was only in there for 3 minutes because he has to get the police car. Mind you, the court building is across the building. Why the fuck we just can't walk? But hey, there's literally it was literally across the street from the courtroom where it was, the police station. So he sent me to that thing. He getting the police car ready and stuff. So he comes get me. Oh, mind you, all of this while I'm getting my paperwork and stuff and in handcuffs and they getting all my information and stuff. My baby is outside thinking it's funny because my mom and my sister was outside. Mind you, my mama had my phone, so I couldn't like call her nothing because she had it because something was on her phone, so she had my phone. So mind you, he's out there thinking it's so funny because my sister had came too. So he's talking about, that's why your sister in jail, laughing and thinking it's funny while I'm over there crying and about to go fucking insane because I'm going to jail. So after the police come and get me, we get in a police car, we go across the street to the actual police station. So they send me out. Mind you, the police thing is I think it is underground. So we get out the car and we go out, we go to this little bench thingy. We go to this bench. I guess you couldn't get in because when there's too many people getting signed in to go into jail, you gotta wait. So we sitting outside waiting for me to go in there so I could, and more paperwork type shit. So I'm sitting down. Mind you, it was an old man sitting next to me too, and my camera's about to die. Damn, this camera died so fast, and I just charged it fully today. So yeah, y'all, there's this old man sitting next to me too. He was on type of drugs or something. So I finally get to go in the building. I don't know what happened when I went in the building. I think I signed paperwork or something, or the officer signed paperwork. Oh no, they sat me down in a chair. I don't know if I signed paperwork or the officer signed paperwork. I don't know. But after you get that signed paperwork, they send you talk to these people, and they ask you like, we really gonna go to jail. So they ask you, do you have your social security, your name and stuff, and your birthday, and do you have to go to work, or like do you have a job? Because I guess like if you go to jail, they have to call your job and tell them like, you in jail, you can't make it to work. So I was like, nah, I don't have no job. And then you go where the officers at. You gotta take off all your clothes. If you have a ponytail, you gotta take your hair out of the ponytail. You gotta take your shoes off, your socks off. You gotta take everything so they can search you. So I'm taking everything off, crying and bawling. The lady was like, oh, it's just a misdemeanor. You should be out in a couple hours. Mind you, I was not out in a couple hours. I was there for almost 19 hours. I put your arms like this and you to a metal detector so they can see if you got anything on. And after that, you still sign the paperwork and stuff. And after that, they send you upstairs. That's where the holding department is at. So they sent you upstairs. Mind you, I took my shoes off. I had on some black and white Vans. I took them off. I was walking barefoot in a dirty jail. I don't know why. So they sent me upstairs where the holding thing was. And I walked in there. There was girls in there already. There was 2 in the bathroom. Mind y'all, the cell is dirty as fuck. Ain't no way I'm gonna be on the bathroom floor. It's trash everywhere. It's just disgusting. So there's 2 girls in the bathroom. I think it was, and then it was 2 girls. Mind you, y'all, okay, look, at the jail, there's benches. There's metal benches. So there's 2 on each side, and like it's a bathroom in there. So when I go in there, there's 2 girls. I guess they was friends or something. They was laying on the bench together. One was laying this way, one was laying that way. So they was on the bench. So I went on the other side. There's another bench. So I was sitting right there. I think there was another girl there. I'm not trying to remember, but I don't know. I think it was. I'm not for sure. And so I was there, bored as hell. Mind you, I didn't know that you can call your parents when you go to jail, or you can call people when you go to jail. That didn't come to my mind to call my parents. Even though there was a cell phone there, I don't know why it didn't click at my head. I know I'm stupid. But because I did that when I seen the girl come, right when the girl came up in there, she called somebody. I was like, oh shit, why the fuck I didn't think of that? Maybe because it's my first time going to jail. So yeah, y'all, that's how. And then yeah, I didn't call my parents till a couple hours later. So I'm just sitting there hoping the time go by fast. They keep bringing in new girls. They'll call girls names to they'll call girls names too when they get released, or they will bring more girls in. So I'm just sitting there patiently waiting today. Like hopefully they call my name because I'm trying to go. My camera shut off or whatever. So yeah, I'm just waiting for them to call my name. And there was this girl, a little Mexican chubby little girl. She came in there. She was quiet too. You would not expect her that she was in jail. Like she did something to be in jail. Like me. So yeah, nobody did not talk in jail until later that night. So okay, y'all, so this is the best we gonna get because my phone had died. I mean my camera had died. As y'all can see, it died. So now I'm on my iPhone, and I'm sorry if the angle look messed up, but I really do not want to refilm this video because I know I'm not gonna have time to do it because my kids are gone. So yeah, y'all, so nobody didn't really talk in jail. So we just waiting right there looking at each other, and Jill, they didn't bring me no water, no food, or nothing. Mind y'all, it was already food out there that people didn't eat, and the girls was really eating that. Like they would eat the food that would be sitting out. I'm like, oh, that's fucking disgusting. I'd rather starve and eat that. But yeah, y'all. So a couple hours passed. People coming in, girls are leaving, and there was this girl that came up in here. That's when females started talking to each other. When there was this black girl, she came up in there. She was funny. So she comes in there, right? First thing she do is get on the phone. She gets on the phone. She starts talking. She gets on the phone. She started talking or whatever to her family or whatever. She gets off the phone. Oh, and also there was a girl that was in there for a long time, but she ended up actually going to jail. Mind you, I was just in the holding cell when I got there. I didn't go to actual jail. I was just in the holding cell. So she came in there. She was talking or whatever, talking to us, cracking little jokes or whatever. She was like, oh, I'm gonna get out. She said she didn't do nothing. She said she was at some place and the police got her. She said she didn't do nothing, but she must have did something and she went to jail. The officers will come in there and they will ask you your name, your size, what shoes you wear. If they ask you what size clothes you wear and what size shoes you wear, you're going to jail. I was hoping that they did not ask me what size shoes I wear, what size clothes I wear, because I did not want to go to jail. And I just felt so bad for the girls when they asked them that, because they knew that they was going to jail. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So the officer asking them their size and stuff, and then but the officer, they will so take a long time to let your ass out of jail, but they will hurry up and come get your ass for you to go to actual jail. I don't know why it works like that, but it works like that. So the officer end up, writing down their shoe size, whatever. The officer come back, they come and get them, and they put them on handcuffs and ankle cuffs and everything like that, because they actually going to jail. So they all leave, and let you know, I started freaking out, y'all, because just being in that cell, mind y'all, I was in there for probably like 9-10 hours. I started freaking out. At this time, I'm starting talking to myself like, what the fuck is going on? Let me out. I can't do this no more. I end up calling my parents. My mom was like, because my uncle, he's a lawyer or whatever. So my uncle told them to let me just write it out because they knew I was going to get out of jail, because they didn't want to bail me out because I was going to get out of jail, but I just didn't know when. So they was like, well, uncle said that they was going to let, just stay in there until they let you out, because there's no point of them doing your bail if you just going to get out. I was like, oh my gosh. Until I called my mom. I was like, Mama, can y'all do something? I can't do this no more. She was like, it's nothing for her to do. Mind you, it's a clock in there too also, so I'm just watching the time go by. So it's about like, let's say 11 type shit, like 11. There's this girl coming here. She went to jail many times. The first thing she do, she come up in there, she calls somebody, and then go to sleep. I cannot fall asleep in there. The only time I went to sleep in there was like later in the night, and that was probably like 10 minutes. I cannot go to sleep in there. And mind you, it's cold as hell in there. They got these big ass fans on you, and it's cold as hell. I thought jail was gonna be hot, but it's cold. I was wrong. So they just come in there and they just go to sleep. I guess they go to sleep to make the time go by fast. I'm still in there. Matter of fact, I've been in there the longest than everybody else in there. So I'm like, come on, cause let me out. Sitting in there, bringing more girls in there, more girls. Let's say it's about 2 o'clock, like 2 in the morning type shit. So we just chilling. We not really talking like that. Well, at the end of let's say like 3 o'clock in the morning, we all started talking. But like at 2, they brought these 2 girls in there, and I guess one of the girls that she only supposed to be in there in a little bit, and they was gonna let her out. So we just talking and whatever. A police guard came. It was a girl, and she wrote, and she was saying everybody's name. She's saying everybody's name, but she said my name last. And she was like, we being released, she had to go do a paperwork. And the girl was like, paperwork, don't get too happy because paperwork takes forever. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be in there 2 hours more. But it didn't take them that long to do paperwork, which was great. It only took her about like 20 minutes, and she came back and they let us go. Mind you, it's like when she come back, It's like 4 something in the morning. She called our names. We had to line up by the door. We had to line up by the gate, put our hands behind our back, and you know, they had walked us. We had went downstairs, so they all let us out. We go downstairs. When you go downstairs, when you get out of jail, you gotta get your all the stuff that you had. I guess you have to, I think I signed some stuff also. Still have to have our hands behind our back and facing the wall towards the elevator, because we have to take an elevator up and down. So we get out the elevator to this other thing where our belongings is at. So they called, mind you, there's a girl that that was in jail. She gave us our her guess she had, when she had got our phones and stuff back, she let her call our parents or whatever to come and get us, so we didn't really have to wait like that. So I'm like, yeah, Dad, come and get me. Mind y'all, it's like 4 something in the morning. I'm like, Dad, come and get me. They let me out of jail. And mind y'all, them girls that was there, they was literally only there for like 4, 5, 6 hours. Mind you, I was there for 18 hours, and they got out at the same time that I got out. That really pissed me off. Like, it's my first time. Why y'all let me out early? So yeah, we all calling our parents or whatever. Mind you, you can't be on your phone while you doing that either. We got in trouble. We have to put, they had to put their phone away. Mind you, I didn't have my phone because my mama had it. So they go in there, they call my name. It was one person at a time. So they'll call our name, we go in there, we get our belongings, and we have to write stuff. Oh, and they also give you a letter for your next court date. So I got all of that. Out, y'all, I was tired as fuck. And mind you, I haven't ate because I had went to court 10 in the morning. I had went to court, and mind you, the 27th, I think, and I didn't get out of jail until 4 in the morning, July 28th. I can't even look up the stuff because I'm using my phone over there. They let us out. We waited for our ride to come and stuff, and my parents come and get me. They came fast too, hallelujah. They came and get me, and then I went home, and I will never ever go back to jail ever again because I just couldn't do it. And I'm out of breath. Hopefully this was a good story time. Maybe I get the point of why I went to jail. I'm sorry if y'all didn't, but I don't know if I went into every detail, but I hope I did. An explanation why I went to jail. I went home and got my kid and took a shower because it was freaking disgusting up in jail. So I got home, took a shower because my kids were sleeping with my sister. So I took a shower, got my kids, and then we all went to sleep. Let me put that on Facebook. I got a good image. No, I'm just fussing. That's the end of this YouTube video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoy this little story time. See you guys in the next video.